Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how to keep your WordPress website or online store safe and protected from being hacked in 2 simple steps. We're gonna use the free version of a plugin called Wordfence Security. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bully. But before we get started, I want to welcome back all my subscribers. I appreciate you all. But for those who are brand new to my channel, my name is Bully. I create tutorials about e-commerce web designs, focusing on user experience using WordPress. Alright, with that being said, let's go to the demo store. The first step, we need to install the Wordfence Security plugin. This is the dashboard of our demo store. Go to plugins, go up to the top, click add new, go to the search box, type Wordfence Security. You should be able to see the result. That's the plugin that we're going to install. Click install and then click the activate button. You should be redirected back to the main plugins page. You could scroll down to find the plugin Wordfence Security. If you want to, you could turn on the Enable Auto Updates feature. And then you should be able to see Wordfence menu on the left panel. Hover over the word and click on Dashboard to go to the dashboard of Wordfence Security plugin. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet and turn on that notification bell so you won't miss any future uploads about e-commerce web designs from me. Next, step 2, it's time to configure the plugin. Let's go back to the dashboard. Click Resume Installation. Enter your email address here. So they will let you use the free version of this plugin. And then next, you don't have to sign up for their newsletter. Just say no. And then check the box I have read and agree to the terms and conditions. And click continue. And then just click no thanks. Next, let's go back to the dashboard again. And click next to the user guide. And next to the tips that they provided you and click got it. Next, you could see some notifications right here on the left. You can click terms of service to review the terms of service on that website if you want. Let's go back to the dashboard again and let's close that notification because we just went through the page a little bit. Next, we are going to manage scan of the website real quick. Right now, we haven't enabled auto update yet, even though we just did so on the main page of the plugins. Let's click yes, enable auto update again. Should I turn on the auto update feature for a plugin in a WordPress website? Be careful when you turn on the auto update feature for a plugin in WordPress. It might have a conflict with other plugins when it's updated automatically, especially when that plugin is not well maintained for months and years. And you also have had problems before. Make sure to pay close attention to your plugin's updates. But if you trust the team behind the plugin to deploy quality code to your site on demand, then enabling auto updates for that plugin is still appropriate. So if you don't want to take that risk, you should avoid enabling auto updates any plugins in your WordPress website. But in this case, the Wordfence Security team ensures that their security plugin for both free and paid versions is robust in the auto update feature, as they stated on their website. That's why I enabled the auto update feature for this plugin. Next, you need to optimize the firewall to make the site as secure as possible. Click the button called Click Here to configure. The firewall is designed to run via a PHP setting that ensures it runs before any potentially vulnerable code runs. Keep the recommended option as it is because it's based on the plugin tests. Then download a backup of the following files before the plugin makes changes. In this case, there's only one file, which is .htxs. Here you go. The file is saved to your local computer now, and then click the continue button to complete the setup. Then the installation is successful. Now the brute force protection is up to 100%. Okay, let me show you real quick the backup file that we just saved on my local computer is the htaccess file. Make sure to keep this file somewhere safe just in case you need it. Let's close it out now. Next, let's go back to the dashboard of the plugin again to check on the firewall summary. As of right now, there's no data available yet. It's still in learning mode. If the data is available, you should be able to see how many attacks are being blocked by your site. As you could see in the summary table, the block list is for the paid version only, but you still could see some other information in general. All right, let's go to scan next. Click scan on the left panel. Click next after you're done reading the tip, or click the X icon in the top right corner to close out the tip box completely. As you could see, there are some exclusive features that are for the paid version only, but the free version features are pretty decent to keep your site safe as well. If there are some issues on your site, you should be able to see them in the results found table at the bottom. There are also two important buttons on top of the table to delete and repair files. In another tab called Ignored Results that you could click to toggle to that area to see any ignored issues. Let's toggle back to the results file. If you have any issues, it will look like this. The top issue is a high security risk, but it was me, so I'm gonna mark it as fixed. Next, the MailPoet plugin needs an update. Click the name of the issue to expand to see more details. Click View Update to see more information, or just click Mark as fixed if you've already updated that plugin. Next, let's click Tools on the left panel. Click Got It to close the tip box. The first tab is for live traffic. As you could see, there are some colors at the bottom left telling you what type of live traffic is. My traffic for the demo store is mostly bots and me. The HTTP response codes are mostly 200, which means a success status, and 301 means permanently redirect status. You could also see more information about the traffic like the website name and the IP address and so many more. And the next tab is Who is Lookup. You could add a website name right here or the IP address right here. And the next tab is Import or Export Options. You could export any settings to a new site if you want. And the last tab is for Diagnostics. This page is for providing information that can help you troubleshoot any conflicts, configuration issues, or compatibility with other plugins, themes, or a host environment. You could also export information or send a report by email. You could click on each tab to expand to see more details, and then just click on the triangle icon to close the tab or open the tab. All right, next, let's go to Login Security. Click Login Security on the left panel. Click Next to close out the tip box, but don't forget to read these tips before you close out the boxes. There are two main login security features, such as using two-factor authentication and captcha features, but I'm not gonna go over these features in this tutorial. If you guys want me to create a video for this in the future, just let me know in the comments below. Let's toggle to the two-factor authentication tab to see the overall look of this tab real quick. Next, we are going to go to all options. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful somehow so you can help other people to find my content too. I would appreciate your support a lot. Thank you! These options are also available throughout the plugin pages in the relevant section. This page is for easier setup for experienced WordPress users. Just click each tab to expand to see more details. Like this one is Wordfence license. And this one is for general Wordfence options. As of right now, the recommended option is selected. So we're just gonna need to leave it as it is and make sure you check that box if you're gonna turn on your auto update feature for this plugin. In this case, I have to check that box because I turned it on. And that option is recommended. Let's close that tab. And let's go to the next one is notification options. These options are fine. Let's close that one. The next one is for email alert preferences. You could unselect some of the options here that you don't want to receive, but I will check the first one so that I know when the plugin is updated automatically. And just leave the rest as they are and close out that tab. The next one is for the activity report. Right now it's enable email summary for once a week. I'm gonna change this to once a month instead, but that's up to you guys. Close that one out. And the next section is for firewall options. Let's span the first tab. This tab is for the basic options. Just leave how they are as the default option. Just close that one out. And then next is for the advanced settings. Just leave the way how they are. And then the next one, brute force protection. Just leave the settings as the default here. And right now, let's take a look at the logout after many forgot password attempts. We're gonna set this about 3. We're not gonna let it go to 20 attempts. And we're gonna do the same as for the usernames also. We will test this out at the end of the video or this tutorial. Just please stay tuned. And the rest of the settings are good. So we're gonna scroll up and close out this tab. The next tab is for rate limiting. Don't worry about this tab. So just leave the default settings right here and then just close out the tab when you are done looking at them. The next tab is allow listed URLs. You could add any URL here and then add some conditions. If you don't want to bother with it, just close that one out. The next one is blocking options. It is for the paid version or the premium version. So let's close that out. We are using the free version. Let's open the next tab, which is scan scheduling. Just keep the options as default right there. And as of right now, we're using the standard scan. So as of right now, just keep that default setting. so that your website won't take a lot of resources to scan and slow down the entire website. The next tab is for general options. And just keep these default settings or options. They are really good already. And scroll up a little bit to close out this tab. The next tab is for the performance options. As of right now, just keep the default numbers or the settings. Make sure to select that box also to use the low resource scanning to reduce the server load. And the next tab is for the advanced scan options. Don't worry about this one, just close it out. And the last section is for two options. The first tab is for the live traffic options. As of right now, the security only is on or enabled. Just keep that as it is. Just close that out. And the next one is for import or export options. And the last tab is for login securities. Don't forget to click the Save Changes to save all the settings. Next, we are going to click on the login security options. And these are the login security settings we went over earlier. By the way, if you want to support my channel, I add all the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. Alright, let's get back to the video. Let's go to the front end of the demo store or website to do login testing real quick. Right now, I am logged in as an admin. So as you could see from the top right, I need to hover over my username to log out and click log out. And this is my login form to the dashboard. Let's enter a test username that I already created for these testing purposes. And then I'm going to pretend adding the wrong password. Click the login. We got the error for our first attempt. And let's try again the second time. And let's enter the wrong password again and click login. I got the second error message again. Let's try again the third time. Let's enter the wrong password. And here you go. This is the page that you'll get if you try to log in with the wrong password more than 3 times or the third times, but you still could see the seal of Wordfence Security plugin at the bottom. And that's the block reason that it will tell you why. Alright, that's all for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you use the Wordfence Security plugin to secure your WordPress website or online store, and would love to share your thoughts with our community in the comments below. I'll see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day wherever you are.